Okay, before I get started on this video, I'm going to make a disclaimer that the language may be a little coarse and profane, so this is for only those 18 and over. Now, as I'm going to say right now, on late Monday, um, November 22nd into Tuesday, November 23rd, I was up and around and I had Candy up, my service dog, and I was trying to feed her. I thought she was hungry. It was time for her to eat. So I tried to feed her dry dog food after I put her in the kennel like I normally do. She wouldn't eat it. Well, then I had tried several times. I even put water in her food to see if she would eat the food. All she did was lick the water. I'll be honest, I should have known something was wrong right then and there, but I didn't think of it because I was frustrated. But anyways, so I waited a little bit, and I waited and waited until about 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning, like I am right now, or like it is right now. Anyways, I was getting ready to go feed her canned food, and she was laying on the couch, and all of a sudden she fell off the couch on the floor. She was having a seizure. So I literally went over, picked her up, sat down with her, tried to hold her. I was also trying to feed her because I got her canned food. She wouldn't touch the canned food. She was having a major seizure or stroke. And so, then I had to think, well, maybe I'll try the insulin without feeding her. I gave her 2 shots. Her recommended dosage of, 4 milligrams or something like that. Anyways, she was still seizing. I brought her over here to the couch, and I had to call the vet. I first called my niece or my dad, and I couldn't get a ride into the vet. So I had to call the vet, and they suggested syrup, putting that on her gums. Well, I tried that. That didn't work. She was in my arms. I was trying to hold her and comfort her and that, and she lost consciousness. She was unresponsive. So I had the vet come out here to get her. I had to sign paperwork, let them take her to the Bay Area Pet Hospital in Traverse City, Michigan. Come to find out, well, actually, I shouldn't say come to find out, she was still unresponsive, and then they tried to revive her at the hospital. Could not revive her. They declared her dead as of a Tuesday morning at about 7, 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. Anyways, I had to go pick up her personal effects. I'm going to say this right now. I think pet hospitals should have ambulances and be treated just like human people are when they have to go to, say, a Munson hospital over here in Traverse City, Michigan. Pets should be transported by ambulance if you have no way in there. Because that's an emergency, period. In my book, that's an emergency, period. Anyways, a gal I was talking to via text really insulted my intelligence because I'd been upset all day. I've had Candy since she was a puppy. I've had Candy for 11 years, from 2010 up until yesterday. up until yesterday, and she died in my arms. And this lady has, and she probably doesn't know that. I should say probably, she definitely doesn't know that. But she had the audacity to sit there and say, "Why are you crying over a dog?" Let me tell you something. I don't care who watches this video. The point of the matter is this. Any dog or a cat, or even a rabbit, is family in my book. When you've been with somebody since they were a baby, since they were a puppy or a kitten, or a little bunny rabbit, and you spend 11 years with them, technically, that's family to me. For anybody to sit there and tell me why, and ask me, "Why are you crying over a dog?" That's BS. That's BS to me, no matter what. I don't care if you're part of an animal group or not. Here's the bottom line. When it's an animal, it is considered family. When it's a service dog, it's considered family. It's a family member in my book. It's a fur child to me. I'll put it that way. And for any individual to sit there and say, "Why are you crying over a dog for?" Who in the hell do you think you frickin' are? Are you that naive and that insensitive and stupid to sit there and say something like that to another human being? Whoever the individual is, man or woman, if you got the cojones to say that to another human being, by God, I don't care what happens to you. And that may sound harsh, but you know what? That's BS to me. When you've had a kitten or a puppy since they were a little baby, since they were a puppy or a kitten, and you have for 11 years, and you watch it die in your arms, in this very chair that I'm sitting in right now, and this person over a text message says, "Why are you crying over a dog?" Or somebody says that to you over the phone or in person, you know what? You have got, you are very wrong. You are very naive. You are very ignorant to me. There's no reason why I should even bother with this person, and I blocked them. If you're going to sit there and make insensitive comments like that, I don't want no part of you. Period. That's the sort of length that you have to go to get under my skin. Let me tell you something. You're lucky you just got blocked. That person got lucky and got blocked. Because I guarantee you, if she was in person, she wouldn't like what I have to say to her. Or anybody else. Fortunately, it was only one person. Anybody else want to try me? Because I'll tell you, that's a bunch of bull. For anybody to sit there and say, "Why are you crying over a dog?" When I've had that dog since she was a puppy, Min Pin Chihuahua mixed puppy, had her since she was a puppy, had her for 11 years, and watched her die in my arms of a seizure or stroke. And for somebody to say, "Why are you crying over a dog?" That's BS. That's total BS. That's bullshit to me. Excuse me, YouTube. That's bullshit to me. And that anybody's got the audacity to sit there and make comments like that. Because I'll tell you something. I don't take kindly to it, and I don't think anybody else should take kindly to it. Like I said before, pet hospitals should have ambulances. They should be able to be call them to dispatch an ambulance to the residence if the residence doesn't have any wheels to get to Bay Area Pet Hospital or any other pet hospital in this country. And if I'm And I'll tell you what, if state representatives are watching this, or state senators, someone needs to draw up legislation to let pet hospitals have ambulances so they can transport patients in case there's a medical emergency with the dog, cat, rabbit, horse. I don't care what it is. I don't even care if it's a snake. I don't care if it's a poisonous spider. They have medical issues just like us human beings. There's no reason why that an ambulance can't be dispatched to a residence to pick up a dog or a cat or a horse or what have you, to take it for medical emergencies, just like human beings. Because not everybody in this country has vehicles to take them to, say, okay, since I'm in Traverse City, Michigan, Bay Area Pet Hospital, or any other pet hospital in this country. That's about ridiculous. Something has to change, because if I had gotten an ambulance, a pet ambulance out here to take her in, and I went in there with her, she might have survived. But since I had no wheels and everything else, I feel guilty enough as it is. I've been bawling most of the day yesterday. I'm probably going to be bawling again some more today, when I'm pissed as hell because some individual has to sit there and say, "Why are you crying over a dog?" Anybody that's got to do that, I have absolutely no respect for somebody being that frickin' ignorant. That's ridiculous, and it needs to change. I'm sorry if this video is a little cloudy, but hey, it's my laptop computer. I'm not real pleased with it, but that's the only thing I can do. I can't do much else about it. But anyways, going back to what I'm saying about the dog. For anybody to sit there and question why I'm crying over a dog, or why somebody would be crying over a dog, cat, horse, rabbit, raccoon, what have you, that's a load of bull. It's a load of bullshit. Excuse my language, but that's just how I feel right now. You gotta be that ignorant and that stupid. You know what? I don't want nothing doing with you. You gotta be that ignorant and that stupid. I don't want nothing doing with your ass. And that's all I got to say to that. Because I don't take kindly to that. No way, no how.